everybody! Welcome. It's Adina Kazawa here, and today we're going to be into some Vtuber Newsie news. But before I do, please ensure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and guys, you're on the stream on Twitch, head over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. And guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 50k by my birthday, which is approaching on May 28th, so I really need your help, okay? Alright guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is Kronii, and Kronii is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. She debuted in 2021 as part of Hololive English's Council, the second generation of Hololive members of Hololive English, and this is Kronii's PL, which is Dotovu. This is an open secret at this point, but essentially Dotovu does a lot of voice acting for video games, so sometimes she will post on her PL. So PL, if you guys don't know what a PL is, that is a past life. So before she became Kronii, she had this social media account, but she still posts on it. Okay, and this is Eternal Return, and Eternal Return is a free-to-play 2.5D perspective battle royale game. Search, craft, hunt, and fight using a variety of characters. Plan your strategy and become the last survivor on this eternal experiment. And within this game, Eternal Return, there is a character named Bi-hyung, which is voiced by Dotovu, aka Kronii. Okay, so why are we talking about Kronii, aka Dotovu, Eternal Return, and Bi-hyung? Well, guys, this is posted on Eternal Return JP's X account. This was posted on May 6, 2026 at around 8:57 p.m. And it says here, notice regarding the change of voice actor for Bi-hyung's English voice. Hello, survivors of Lemuria Island. The voice actor responsible for the English voice character Bi-hyung is scheduled to be replaced. Upon implementation, the English voice will be applied, and we plan to add it as soon as possible at a later date. Regarding the selection of a new voice actor, the selection for the voice change, and other specific updates on future progress, we will provide further details in a separate announcement. We'll continue to strive to provide game service that is even more enjoyable to play in the future. Thank you for always playing Eternal Return. So essentially what this is saying, Eternal Return is essentially firing Kronii from this voice Bi-hyung. So this particular tweet, readers have added context to this, so we will be getting into that in a little bit, but essentially it says here, readers added context they thought people might want to know. Context. Apparently it's because she made a pun about a boar, saying a boring 4 years ago. I am serious. We'll definitely deep dive into that a little bit more. So then this is posted by CEO of Seraphine, and they said, hi to everyone in the quote retweets. Let me remind you all that this is a clip that got her fired. So when they talk about her, they're talking about Kronii. What a joke. I love this game for years and since early access, but to treat a talent like this, especially one as well known as Kronii, that's pathetic. So let's take a look at what exactly is the terrible thing that Kronii said that got her fired from this game. This is an 18-second clip.
Great.
You're doing amazing.
I managed to make Thank you.
I'm gonna kill this boar.
Bye.
He's such a bore.
I'm gonna go.
A boring. Ha ha ha.
Oh!
But you are strong.
So essentially in that clip, Kronii was making a pun because she was killing a boar in this video game. That is a thing that got her fired from Eternal Return. So obviously with this information, a lot of people have some things to say, especially Kronii herself. So you can see here that Kronii posted this on her X account on May 6, 2026 at around 5:50 p.m. And so it says here, breaking news, a tire is tiring and a boar is boring. And then she continues to say, if you found this pun to be controversial, then hospital. So essentially Kronii is mentioning a boar here because of this clip that came out about 4 years ago. So this isn't even like a relatively new clip. Someone had to go digging for this and then sent it to Eternal Return, and then that's why Eternal Return continued with this particular statement. So in response to Kronii's tweet, some of the Japanese fans have come out and been a little bit angry. This is posted by Elios, and Elios says, no sense of professionalism whatsoever, and instead of reflecting on their own actions, they get pissed off and fill up on nothing but pissing contests. Is truly pathetic to watch. Lidsay says, sometimes Hololive videos pop up in my algorithm, so I just thought she was a popular VTuber, but the way she talks makes her seem like a total a-hole. Like, you know, she was hunting wild boars, so it was just a play on words, but when I actually watched the video, she was so goddamn low energy, boring as hell, ha 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 ha. What a load of BS. LOL. Even fans can't cover for this level of crap. Watch it once, I dare you. Roosh says, this is why you shouldn't bring up stuff like VTubers in games. They take the sponsorship money, smear shit all over it, and then act like this while trash talking. Go ahead and diligently set up your fan defense squad, shaking your V-tits that your fans will love. Christina says, if you just kept your mouth shut, you'd probably think, oh, even so, I was just cracking my usual dumb jokes out of habit and got unfairly cornered for a slip-up. But instead of an apology or even the slightest remorse, what the hell is this? Dragging this account into it and telling me to go to the hospital? No, you took money to run an ad, and if it was a mistake, then you should own up to your own screw-up. If you stayed quiet like a good boy, you'd have slunk away on your own after getting chewed out, LOL. And then this person, Selene, says, so one person back in the day while doing ad streams with an account 1 was like, this game's boring. Then applied blindly for voice acting with account 2, got selected and recorded, but when they got caught, they're trying to wage a public opinion war with account 3, right? So then this is Dotovu, which is Kronii's PL, and this is what she's posted on her X account on May 6, 2026 at around 4:38 p.m. And Dotovu says, coming from someone whose English is not their first language, if English is not a language you're fluent in, I hope you're able to first analyze and understand what wordplay and genuinely harmful comment is before taking action. This has always been a constant problem I've had with some individuals where they would process my words through a rough translator and twist my words. It was hurtful to see this, but I didn't think it could be harmful. I hope those who would misconstrue words through a mistranslation could reflect on how their seemingly innocent action can impact others and be more careful with their actions. As for individuals who misconstrue with ill intent in mind, I sincerely hope you can grow as a person. So Dotovu continues to say, I won't lie, a taken opportunity over this is quite hurtful, but there are more projects on the horizon to look forward to that I constantly audition for with my own efforts as a voice actor and not through anything else. Thank you to those I was able to work with, and to those people who were excited for me, I'll continue to do better. And then this is Kronii. Kronii has posted an update on her X account as well. And I know it's confusing. Kronii and Dotovu are the same person. So Kronii says on her X account on May 7th, 2026 at around 2:23 a.m. I really wanted to play Silk Song and talk with everyone, but I think I'm just going to have to take the day off. I'll be back soon. So be good, everyone. Thank you for all you do. Heart. So this is posted on Oseki's YouTube channel. This is titled, Kronii got so tired of people creating drama about her over nothing. So let's take a listen to what Kronii has to say.
I know. I was a bit down today, because well, some people were commenting on what I said on stream from like 5 years ago, and it was like when I saw a boar and I made a pun that I was going to kill this boar because it's such a bore, hence why the tweet happened. And even though most people understood that it was a pun, there were some people who didn't understand it because they're not too fluent in English, and so they thought I was talking about the game itself being boring and being disrespectful, and I would have never said anything like that in a sponsored stream, no less. And then, I don't know, and then they also commented on how unenthusiastic I sounded, and you know, how self-conscious I get about my voice just coming across as like bored. And that was like back in 2021, and that was only like 3 months. Was it 3 months? 3 months after my debut, so I was a lot more reserved, and I was really nervous about, you know, not sucking too terribly for the game. I don't know, it's really sad when some people twist your words, especially when it's so easy to fact check it by watching the source stream. And you can tell that it was a pun, and there's a timestamp for it as well. So it's really hurtful, especially when there are few people that believe what those other people say instead of going and checking the source material themselves. Really didn't think puns could be so dangerous to the point where people could question the nature of your personality.
I'm so good at this.
You are. You're doing great. Somehow
You're doing
I
amazing.
managed to make Thank you.
I'm gonna kill this boar.
Bye.
Cause such a bore.
I'm gonna go.
Boring. Ha 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 ha.
So, yeah. And if I do say something rude, I believe I should apologize for it. But when I genuinely didn't do anything and there are people expecting me to apologize or expect me to have some sort of repercussions over a non-existent problem, it makes me kind of sad to see, I guess.
So that's essentially a Kronii talking about like how she's feeling about the whole thing that went down and what exactly happened. So then this is posted on the Eternal Return subreddit. This is posted by Amazing Connection, and it says here, Bi Hyung's English voice actor is set to be recasted in the future. So let's see what some of the people on this Reddit's gotta say. Honest Ad says, in Korean communities, there are far too many people who hate VTubers, and whenever VTubers make even a small mistake, many try to exaggerate it and bring them down. Shiniyama says, yeah, probably one of their biggest attempts to promote the game to VTuber fans. Now they're copycasting to please some dumb and loud people. I wouldn't be surprised if the day comes when this game is completely dead outside of Korea. So anyways, guys, what do you think of this boring blunder? Was it something that Kronii should have been fired for, or do you think that this is completely an overreach? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. Hey, are you enjoying the video so far? If so, make sure to come follow me on Twitch. I stream daily over there. Additionally, you can catch my gaming content on my YouTube channel, Lydia VTuber Plays. All right, back to the video. This is Ironmouse, and Ironmouse is a female American VTuber in Puerto Rico, a veteran in the industry. She debuted in August 2017. This is Neverness to Everness, and Neverness to Everness, NTE for short, is an open world action role-playing hack and slash developed by Hota Studios. So why are we talking about Ironmouse and Neverness to Everness? Well, guys, just to give you some context here, I did cover this on yesterday's Newsy News. This is posted on the VShoujo subreddit 2 days ago, and it said here, Mousy dropped Neverness to Everness sponsorship after learning about the game containing generative AI. Okay, so this is just an update from Mouse in regards to that. Here, this is posted on Garbage Flavors YouTube channel, and it says here, Ironmouse clarifies her stance on AI in games. All right, so let's take a listen here.
What makes me laugh is like people are pissed about, because like I talked about on my stream that
By the way, they're eating a bag of chips, so if you hear like some weird rustling, that is from that stream. Okay, now let's continue.
what makes me laugh is like people are pissed about, because like I talked about on my stream that like there's a game that came out and I found out that it had AI, and the sponsor lied to me and told me that like it doesn't have AI, but it does. So I said, I'm not gonna play the game anymore. I'm not gonna play the game, and I don't want to play it. But somehow, and I never once said, guys, don't play this game. I never once said, guys, don't support the game. On the contrary, after I said that, I was like, I don't give a what you guys do. If you guys want to play it, that's great. But for me personally, I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to play it. But if people want to support it, that's fine. It's like people have their preference, and people want to do whatever they want to do. You know, I'm not your mom. I'm not anybody to tell you what to do, you know?
Yeah, you just
but
didn't know
apparently,
the sponsor, right? So it didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So you're like, I'm good.
Bro, so apparently like me just saying, oh yeah, I don't want to play the game, and I uninstalled it. And now everybody's like, she's virtue signaling this bitch. How dare she fucking virtue signal? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, huh? Like, what the
No, that's crazy, because the way you described it to me is that you didn't want to play the game with generative AI, right?
Yeah.
And then you
they're saying I'm
told everyone, don't play
performative.
this game.
I never once said that. And everybody's like, she's so performative and she's virtue signaling. It's like, what? What are you saying? All I said was, I'm pissed that they lied to me about something and that I don't want to play the game. Like, what the are you talking about?
I think that you're obviously in the
Look.
clear, but you're going to always have these absolute maniacs who parse every single...
Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's crazy because like they're arguing. I'm the admin. They're like, Ironmouse, answer to this. And it's just like, no. No, because you're fucking crazy. I never talk about things anymore because it's like, no matter what I say, like, people are just going to be pissed. So I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Hey,
So essentially that is Ironmouse kind of clarifying her stance on AI games, essentially because she felt that she was lied to. That's why she personally doesn't want to play the game. So obviously people are still kind of upset in regards to what Ironmouse had said. So this is posted by NTE Global. So this is the global handle for NTE. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 6 a.m. And it says here, Dear appraisers, thank you for the feedback. It matters to us. Neverness to Everness is built on human creativity. The characters, stories, and world you experience are the work of artists, writers, and designers. AI-assisted tools were used only on a small number of background and environmental assets, not on the characters or stories that define this game. We are currently reviewing and reworking the flagged assets Clear Skies in the Summer and Pink Paws Heist. Your feedback shapes this game, so please keep it coming. We're listening and we're committed to delivering the quality you deserve. Sincerely, NTE team. And then this is posted by Tectone. So Tectone says, so the Pokemon of VTubing space, aka Ironmouse, says AI is bad. So when are you going to publicly denounce Neurosama? So if you guys don't know, Neurosama is a VTuber that is entirely AI powered. And then here are some other opinions that have come in. So this is Kaito posting a clip of Asmongold, and Kaito says Asmongold is angry people are spreading quote hate agenda against NTE. He said people who are against AI should stop playing games. He also said that if you have a problem with generative AI, then you should have a problem with the whole category. Note, in the AI taking jobs discussion, whether it's generative or not, AI is still affecting jobs. Stop saying only quote generative AI is taking jobs. So let's take a listen to this Asmongold clip.
If you're trying to draw a line in the sand with not playing video games made with AI, my best advice to you is to stop playing video games. And the reason why is because a lot of these studios are using AI but they're just not telling people because it's just part of the development process. It's not, there's no like grand design here. It's just that's what people do, right? They're using it with everything. They're using it with pre-production. And they've said, by the way, Hottest Studio, these are the people that made Neverness Deverness, stated AI is used only for pre-production renderings and never for core assets or final content. But apparent AI-generated billboards and cutscenes with visual inconsistencies are present in the released game. So they said that there wasn't AI, and there seems to be. Well, we don't know this for sure, but it seems to be the case. You have all these people that are trying to push the idea of like AI being this horrible thing, but the reason why they're actually pushing AI being this horrible thing is because AI stands to put their job at risk. And if you want to make the argument that, for example, like it takes jobs away from people, if you have AI that's doing pre-production or it's doing storyboarding or some other variation of that, fundamentally that is a job that a person used to have that's now being taken away from that person and being given to AI instead. So even if it doesn't make it to the final product, if AI is being used in the creative process, it's probably being used in order to mass produce work that would have otherwise had to have been paid for.
Okay, and then this is Banana Juju, and Banana Juju posted this on their X account on May 7th, 2026 at around 4:10 a.m. And Banana Juju says, at this point, when big names like Ironmouse and Shy Lily are coming out and speaking up about AI usage, it's just performative to keep the fan base happy. The common stance with these guys is always, AI is great for my daily life, but how dare it do something that does not benefit me? Then it's bad. But hey, we're always open for a juicy sponsorship to then afterwards F it up for every other creator, ... So then this is posted by Blaze Blunt, and Blaze Blunt says, honestly, it is impressive how Ironmouse can take an NTE sponsorship, get the bag, and then virtue signal and shit all over the game's reputation, ruining future sponsorships done for other creators after her. And then she has the anti-AI defending her too. Wow. This is posted by Asperia, and Asperia says, I'm still playing NTE, by the way. I don't care what a bunch of shitty big name VTubers say. If people tell me not to play something, it just makes me want to play it more. AI is used in almost every game nowadays. Tech is changing. Get over it. That's all. You don't have to like it, but it's just the way things are. My opinion, no hate, please. And then this is posted by Kato, and Kato says, NTE removed more placeholders and added new images. So you can see here, this is a billboard that looked like it had like 2 AI people, but has now been replaced with a can. Whether or not this can was AI generated as well, it's hard to tell. But anyways, guys, the controversy continues over Ironmouse and NTE. What do you guys think of NTE's changes? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Shion, and Shion was a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive, debuting as part of the second generation of VTubers. So Shion graduated from Hololive on April 26, 2025, and has become Roa. Roa is a female Japanese independent virtual YouTuber. She debuted on YouTube on the 20th of July, 2025. So why are we talking about Shion, aka Roa? Well, guys, this is posted on Roa's X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 7:07 a.m. And Roa says, a little announcement. As I mentioned a bit during my previous stream, my health hasn't been great for a while now, so it'll be activities while going to the hospital and recuperating. Sorry about that. If I suddenly show up, please be friendly with me. So guys, if you are a fan of Roa, please make sure to go send her some love and support while she's dealing with a little bit of a health issue. So it looks like streams will be kind of sporadic until she's feeling better. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Twitch, and Twitch is an American video live streaming service popular in video games, including broadcasts of esports competitions. So why are we talking about Twitch? Well, guys, this is posted on Zach Boosie's X account. This is posted on May 6, 2026 at around 1:57 p.m. And Zach says, Twitch has updated the bits acceptable use policy for the first time since 2018. Key changes. Bits can now only be used for things on Twitch. An explicit ban on using bits for anything on platform or of monetary value, for example, movie night, merch, etc. It says much stricter enforcement, including a new forfeiture clause, which essentially says that they can take your bits, no compensation for any violation. Officially kills the ads for bits product, leftover language that product has been dead for years. And then this is posted by Runekeeper, and Runekeeper said, heads up, this is important news for all VTubers. This change means you can no longer allow bits to count towards any subathon goals like physical goods, like t-shirts, merch, you name it. Another reason to directly donate to your streamer instead of subs or bits. So anyways, guys, this is a very, very important update from Twitch. So please make sure to review your bits strategy to make sure that you are not in violation, because looks like Twitch can take your bits with no compensation for any violation. So please make sure that strictly review everything on your channel just for clarity. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Starfox, and Starfox was a rail shooter, space flight simulator, and third-person action-adventure video game series created by a Japanese game designer, Shigeru Miyamoto, and developed and published by Nintendo. Why are we talking about Starfox? Well, guys, it looks like Starfox may be becoming a VTuber. hardware. This is posted by Dell, and this is posted on their X account on May 6, 2026 at around 6:16 p.m. And it says here, new Star Fox remake capturing the furry community, I see. Okay, so let's take a listen here.
How do I look? It doesn't just capture your head movement, but your mouth movement, blinks, and your eyebrow movement as well. If you have a compatible USB camera, please give it a try. How do I look?
So anyways, guys, what do you think of Star Fox using facial capture technology? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you're not able to catch me on Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia VTuber VODs that backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably played through some of your favorites. I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy IV. Did you hit that subscribe button already? Come on, I need your help, please. I need to get to 50K by my birthday, which is May 28th, which is fast approaching. So I really need your help. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah. Bye-bye. Okay, I don't like hot dogs, but I like looking at hot dogs. I think they're very, like, I don't know, like magical. But, like, also, I know they're horrible for you. Okay, now this is too much. I feel like he's cooked them too much. Okay, like, how long does it go for? Oh, this guy just doesn't give a shit. He's just on. Okay, these ones are fucked. Look at the back. That's terrible. Boo! Boo! Okay, this guy, he must have shitty comments. Hold on. You're a genius. This is cinema at its finest. What? Yum, I love the snap of the Franks when you bite into them. 3 a.m. in the morning. Now I want one. I've spent more time than I'd like to admit watching this rotisserie hot dog thanks to this video. Okay, all right. It's a good shit. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I hate hot dogs, but I like their marketing strategy.